Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sonic 3 and Knuckles playthrough. We are in the the Death Egg Zone. But come on, that does look like the Death Star's core in the background, doesn't it? I may not watch Star Wars, but I know a lot of Star Wars facts. You'd be surprised how much I know, even though I don't watch Star Wars. Movie tastes. Yeah, can't blame me. I know it's popular, but I don't know, it's just something I'm not into. But anyways, enough of Star Wars. On with Sonic 3 and Knuckles. We're now in the Death Egg Zone, and we actually have two acts this time, and not just an actual boss room, and not just boss rooms. I should also point out, yes, this is the last part of the Sonic run-through of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. This should be fun, because we're now in the Death Egg. We now have to bring it back down and destroy it. This place is full of traps that want to kill you, so be very careful where you go. Did you see there I have the lightning shield? That protected me from that electric floor there. Most of the time I still find myself getting hit occasionally. And look at these! Loopy-loos! Yahoo! Yeah, well, some loopy-loos you can skip, like that one I took. I could have skipped it and got some little secrets, like another electric shield and a couple of ring boxes, or I could have just carried on the loopy-loop as I did. But some you do need to use in order to progress. So you got these floors here that you can stand on when they're being shot about. Oh yeah, travel down here, you find yourself an invincibility box. Now use it to your advantage! Screw this platforming section. Screw this section where I have to ride on that platform. I just cheesed my way through it and I didn't even use hypersonic. Now this area, we're in the gravity area. We're in a sort of gravity generator, I believe this is, or something similar to it. We have to activate these 6 switches. We have to turn them all from yellow to red. Once they turn all red, door will open, allowing us to continue. So now we've got the 3 on this side, and now we need to travel onto the other side to get the buttons here. And now the door is open, so now we can carry on. As you can now this is a loopy-loo you'll probably want to ride on, because it actually lets us go upwards. This loopy-loo I can skip, because it gives me a whole bunch of rings. And I think, does it give me something else? Yeah, it gives me a bunch of rings. And I think there was something up there, but I'm not going to find out. No, it was nothing real. I think there was a checkpoint up there, but I don't need it because we're at the boss. Don't know what this boss is called. I'll research it and then put it in the description. You have to hit the eye when these spheres are down on the ground, and when you hit an eye, one of the spheres will explode, sending spikes in all 8 directions. So you gotta be careful not to get yourself hit. Now, if I was really, and I just say screw the invincibility frames, let's just hit this thing normally. And can I just say, this is the first time in a while I've fought I'm fighting this boss legitimately. Normally I'm cheesing it with hypersonic, and I pay for it. Which is what happens when I cheese this boss all the time. And now I'm actually back at the generator room, which is fun because I missed the checkpoint. Remember when I said there was something above those the three ring boxes I got? Yeah, the checkpoint was up there. Still, no matter. Gives me a chance to get some rings again. Though I'm still nowhere near. I can actually get. No, I can get the rings for hypersonic in here. If I decide to go for them before getting this button. No, I got the button. Do I go for them? Yeah, I go for them. And I got them. Because I think I had the mindset this time, go at it while I Let's go and instead of trying to beat the boss legitimately, let's try and beat it with supersonic this time. Or hypersonic. But we'll see. Do I actually go hypersonic in the next fight? I'm being cautious of where the Loopaloo is. Or I knew there was something coming up ahead of me like there normally is. It's like, you gotta be careful in the Death Egg Zone. There's a lot of hazards that come at you everywhere they go. And I don't know why you just can't roll through those ring boxes. You just can't. I'm trying to get the platform to go up to get the checkpoint, but I decided, you know what, let's just do it. I'm just gonna use hypersonic and beat this boss quickly. Sorry about that. Beat this boss quickly and carry on. So I destroyed that. I just destroyed this one. I don't really have advice for this boss, considering I haven't really played this thing enough, battled this thing legitimately enough to recognize his pattern. But whatever, I beat him, so let's carry on, shall we? Because now we're off to Act 2. So here we go. So let's go. Look, can we just stop with the Star Wars references, okay? I get it. The Death Egg is a clone of the Death Star, okay? You don't have to hammer it home, okay? I'm keeping that in. Well, I have to now, but... And why did I jump there? Because I'm an idiot, that's why. That or I accidentally... God, I don't know what the heck's happened here. Oh yeah, extra life up here. Life number 58 now. Ah, I tried to avoid that bullet because I knew it was going to shoot at me. There we go. But now I'm seriously... There we go, got rings now. I'm getting hit a lot more times than I normally am. I think I got distracted by something there. But let's carry on, shall we? These platform things can be really hazardous. Every time you jump, you change the direction of the platform or the way it's rolling. See, look, now it's rolling that way because I jumped, and I didn't avoid that bullet. Oh dear. This zone's going great, isn't it? My only tip with these platforms: stay on the opposite side to where the bullet is coming from. That way you have more time to avoid it. That's my only tip, really. The bullets, they'll fire occasionally when they're on screen, but whatever. Be very careful here, otherwise you're gonna get zapped if you jump. Ah, that badnik came out of bloody nowhere, eh? It's the spike enemy that occasionally I'll put a spike down on top, try and put a spike down on top of you. And these platforms are finicky because, or rather should I say, you gotta be careful with those platforms because they will fall if they get to a certain angle. Aye aye aye. Shouldn't be too far away from the boss now, hopefully. Oh wait, we still got a Loopaloo track to go. Oh boy. By the way, have any of you guys heard of Sonic Shorts from Sonic Paradox? I love the gag they put for this with the Loopaloos. That was so hilarious. That'd be laughing. This is another Loopaloo track you could skip. Get it quicker. You know, I don't know why they just couldn't make that one long hallway, but whatever. Here we go again, here's another mandatory Loopaloo section. I think it is anyways. Or could I have skipped it? I think I could have skipped it. Hey, I got an electric shield and some 10 more rings, that's cool. Now I know I'm not too far away from the boss now. Yeah, these are the last few elevator sections. Then we'll get to the platform which is coming up now, and you have to ride. And even though I have electricity, so I'm gonna choose it. Do I go for more rings just to be safe? Yeah. I'm going for more rings just to get, just for some insurance. That's all. And there we go. I got 50 rings, so I got the continue as well. Another continue I won't be using. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I'm trying to collect some more rings just so I have more than 50. And we're out now, so let's go for the boss fight. Look, Yoda, be quiet. I'm talking in a Let's Play. Anyways, here's the boss. What you want to do, wait for him to... My tip is spin dash a lot. Because you'll bounce off these guys, and you want to try and repel them into him. And you could also use the gravity switcher, which is traveling the elevator, to swap where he goes. But I have better luck when you spin dash into him. See, look there, I hit him when I spin dash. Be careful, because the robots will shoot their projectiles once they blow up. And sometimes I've been hit cheekily by it. But you see there, I just bounce off him when I have the shield. And I was very lucky there not to get hit. I think I just clipped under that one. Waiting for him to shoot again and then do the thing again. Got him. Do I get him again? Yep, I do. I can't remember how many hits this guy takes. Got him! That's that. That's how easy that boss is. But Eggman's getting away. Let's get after him. And my goodness, can that fat man run. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the final boss of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. He's now in this giant robot. He'll now try and crush you with these 6 fingers. Wanna beat him easily? Spin dash is your friend. Because you'll clips. Because you won't hit the 2 front fingers every time. You actually clip through the fingers and then hit the other fingers behind them. So you'll score a lot of hits on each finger. And I feel like you do this boss a lot quicker when you do it this way. But then when you destroy all 6 of his fingers, he now moves up to now destroy the platforms. He'll then shoot a fireball from his nose. You hit the nose, and it unveils a laser that's being powered by the Master Emerald, and that's something you want to avoid. And I got nervous there because I thought I was going to get hit there. And because I'm hypersonic, this laser is nothing, and I am cheesing this boss whatsoever. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the boss defeated. Huzzah! So Eggman, why don't you surrender that Master Emerald? Wait, he's trying to get away with it! Get after him! And then Eggman tries to make a run for it while the death egg crumbles. You're gonna chase after him, scoring 8 hits while you're at it. Now you can't be hypersonic in this part because you can see that the timer stopped, and you can't turn hypersonic when the time stopped. But anyways, you hit him 8 times, and if you have the emeralds, you enter an extra zone called the Doomsday Zone. Eggman's getting away now on a spaceship with the Master Emerald, and you got to chase after him in your super form or hyper form. Now in this part, don't worry about the rocks; they will just slow you down. The missiles, they'll just stun you. That's all they'll do. You can't get hurt. The only chance you have of dying is running out of rings. So collect as much as you can. So just follow the ring directions every time you get to it. So here if you try and follow my route, you can get a lot of rings. You'll have like over a minute for the next stage. Because in the next phase, you won't have any rings at all. Like in this phase here. Is it? Yep, this phase here. No rings appear in this stage, so you got to make sure you can beat him. Now you can't hit him directly, so you're gonna have to use his missiles to hit him. So try and aim his missiles at him. So you see, you got three missiles coming at you. Try and aim it towards his head. And I always get one to hit him on launch. See, one launches again. They launch again. I get one to hit him on launch. and then I direct the other two to him. And there we go. So that's phase 1 done. So in phase 1, his main ship explodes, he ditches it, but still tries to get away with the emerald. So we have to chase after him. Mash the A button. Stay on this level and mash the A button. Yes, you'll run into a few boulders, but you'll also keep running into rings. And probably his bombs. But if you keep mashing the A button while holding right, should I say, hold right, and just keep mashing the A button, you'll do dashes in the air. And you'll be able to hit him. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that! We have beaten Sonic 3 and Knuckles! Well, the Sonic run through anyways. And as you can see here, we land, Tails with his emerald magnet thing, grabs the Master Emerald as we fly back down to the water surface and back to Angel Island. Good thing Tails is a mechanical genius, otherwise we'd have been in trouble. And there's Angel Island on the water. They now fly to Angel Island, place the emerald on the island, and the island lifts off again into the sky, where it should be. Shouldn't be in the water surface, it should be floating. And as the island rises, Sonic and Tails fly off into the distance. Knuckles doesn't think Sonic's not a bad person after all, and continues his mission to guard the Master Emerald. And we'll be seeing Knuckles again as we do his run through of the game. Now, before we get on to that playthrough, I should explain that I will be using what's known as a ROM hack for that game. I will explain in due course when we get to it. But Sonic 3 and Knuckles is one of the main games I always come back to. I'll always have fond memories of this game. And even then, you even see me here, you'd be surprised, 20 years later and you still discover a lot of stuff. Yes, I've been playing this game for nearly 20 years. But whatever. So many years later, I'm still discovering stuff about this game. That shows you how well made this game is. Is the fact that you're still discovering stuff many, many years later. Oh boy. Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you'll always have a place in my heart. You were my favourite game. Well, at this moment, you are my favourite classic Sonic game. Although you might be about to be overtaken by Sonic Mania. But then again, we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see what happens from here on out. We have to wait for Sonic Mania. Have to wait longer because it's been delayed. I don't care the fact it's been delayed as long as it's finished, it's not buggy, and I can enjoy my game. Oh boy, am I so enjoying Sonic Mania. But yes, but before we get to Sonic Mania on this channel, we still have 2 more games to go through. Well, we still have 2 more things to go through. So ladies and gentlemen, in the next part of the Sonic 3 and Knuckles playthrough, we will be tackling the Knuckles part of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And then once I do that, we'll be moving on to Sonic 4 Episode 2. And you might be thinking, Kieran, why are you doing? That's just a gamer. 95, Kieran, why are you doing Sonic 4 Episode 2? That's not a classic Sonic game. Yes, you're right. It's not involving classic Sonic, but it is a 2D game, and I've decided to get it out, and I'm using it as an excuse to get it out of my way, to get it off my bucket list. And as Sonic poses in his hypersonic form, gives us the thumbs up to say, you did a great job. As we have the Sonic 3 and Knuckles logo above the tornado. We now get the 3 posing in front of the logo. You see Tails and Knuckles are also there. We'll see Tails in the extra part of the video, because in an extra part of this playthrough, which will come after the Knuckles run through. because he has a few tricks up his sleeve that I want to show off. And of course, we'll be seeing Knuckles in his run through. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the Sonic run through of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I have had a blast in this part, but I think we're going to have an even bigger blast going through as Knuckles. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Autistic Gamer. I'll see you for part 10 of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. See you then.